What in the Monsters University is happening, chat? What did we just step into? We just stepped into the subplot of an early 2000s raunchy college comedy where the fraternity bros is like
mega evil.
Big frat. Look, I went to a university in California, but I always thought frat life, Greek life, it wasn't my scenery. I was somewhere in a different quadrant. I just thought this shit was pretty gay. I thought it was just pretty gay. So I'm not too familiar with fraternity life. My knowledge on frat bros goes as far as like media tropes and movie tropes. That's about it. So when I found this video, when I saw clips of this video on Twitter, I'm like, yo, fiction really does mirror reality. And sometimes reality is stranger than fiction, because what the f is going on in this video? Let's get into it, chat.
Police and firefighters responded to the Alpha Delta Phi fraternity house after a fire alarm went off.
Look, before we get any deeper, we have to question the leadership of the fraternity. We have to question the brains of the operation. Because if you see you have a firefighter entering the home, you got law enforcement personnel. Maybe this is the time where the brains of the operation is like, yo, code red, abort mission. Get everybody out the basement. How about we try to, like, I don't know, make ourselves seem less suspicious? Why don't we try to disperse from here?
Sam's house.
Yeah, I'll definitely need 133 here.
This is the alarm here.
All right, who's in charge?
Yo, such a punchable moment from Sambucha over here.
I've already given multiple commands to clear the room and get out of here, but no one's moving.
And we got this jackass right here drinking a Busch Light, right? Like, this is what I'm talking about. These guys have no brain receptors. Like, their synapses don't flare off properly. Like, he's too much of a cool frat guy that even in the severity of this situation, bro's just like, yeah, I'm just cracking a cold one. Yeah, it's just another day in the office. Yeah, it's lit over here, Alpha Phi.
Might want to ask our house dad.
Where's he at?
Summit.
Working at Summit.
Summit, that's cool.
Why does he have a smoker mom voice? Bro has the voice of a 76-year-old man that spent the first 54 years of his life smoking cigarettes. Did you take too much Galaxy gas to the head?
I would probably be calling your house dad or whoever to get it.
Like, imagine that. I don't want to just drone on and on about something being like, you know, oddly like homoerotic, something being kind of like Fruit Basket, like, yo, shout out to anime. But like, you have something called a house dad. Like, in my lifetime, you will never see me as a grown man call another man dad unless it's my dad. One or the other. It's always one or the other. You have no respect for your father, or it's kind of gay. Pick your poison.
Who's in charge?
They're upstairs.
How about we start cleaning this up? Everyone take their blindfolds off.
Like, you know, we talk about fatherless behavior, and women display a certain level of fatherless behavior. I feel like this is the male equivalent of fatherless behavior. Because for you to allow yourself to be humiliated by other guys because you want to be, you know, welcomed in to this, like, community, you go against your morals, you go against your principles, you go against your character, you embarrass and humiliate yourself. You either have the world's weakest fathers or you have no father.
Since ultimately he's probably in charge, right? Unless someone else is in charge.
I don't have his numbers.
Yeah.
Which Russia is that?
Yeah.
Do you guys know how the fire alarm got set off? Or is it just from? It's manual. Goes
Yo, that guy might actually have something wrong with his esophagus.
off.
So it's this one in the hallway here. How it got set off, I'm not sure.
I don't think it was down here. It's upstairs.
I can tell you it was this one. It was
Really?
Yeah.
Nah, you know what's crazy? You know what this means? One of these poor souls in that wet dungeon, one of them pulled the fire alarm. They were probably on some, I can't take it, I can't do this. Trauma bonded to their house leader on some real shit. This is their planned escape.
Yeah. I mean, we asked you to call your house dad, and you said, I don't have his number. Like, I mean,
How do you not? He's your house dad. How do you not have his number?
I don't see issue.
Okay, and what are you doing here?
He's a living. He lives upstairs.
Oh, so you do live here.
He lives here. Yeah.
Well, he's your buddy here saying different.
It's like, he does live here. Oh, no, I don't live here. Oh, but your buddy just like threw you under the bus and he's like,
So my name's Lieutenant Carlson, University of Police Department. Who's in charge of the house?
Our house dad's at Summit.
Okay, we need him now.
He's at Summit.
Okay, can we get in contact with him?
your cap is on too tight, bro. He's at Summit, bro. Don't you know? Bro, Summit. He's at literal Summit, bro.
This is all going in the department, so we're only making the situation that much worse.
I have no contact.
Okay, we need to find somebody that does.
No one does. He's a house dad.
Aren't you all supposed to have contact with him?
I never see him.
Yo, why is he blocking the entrance to the door like that? Yo, if I was one of these cops, yo, I would have bushled through. I would have stiff armed the shit out of him already. It, like, this whole scenario is absurd, right? But can we just take a moment to intake the absurdity of this moment? In this, the severity of this situation, this guy's just cracking a cold one, knocking down a beer as if like nothing's going on. Oh, the duo! Nah, this guy, yo, these guys are one comedic archetype. Deep inhale on the vape, drinking the bush light, bro.
I think it's fake.
Huh?
I think it's fake.
You think it's fake?
What the Yo, Jose, I'm gonna slap the out of you. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna slap you, dog. How's he hitting the cop with the middle-aged, like, bullshit dad joke? Oh, cash, checking the cash. Yeah. Does it look good? I just printed it this morning. How, bro?
Is there anyone here who is not participating in this? I.e. a leader?
Is there anyone with any sort of physical injury?
This is Operation Brain Control. One, it's creepy and disturbing. Like, this body cam is already bizarre, but it's all the dudes in the wet basement being shirtless and in unison being like, no.
What's all over you guys?
It's just water.
Just water?
Just water. Bro really sounded like SpongeBob. Water. But on a real note, what in the Five Nights at Frat House Freddy is going on, chat? What the
Property, I can stay here.
Yeah, but right now we're investigating something that's going on.
Investigating what? There's nothing going on.
This feels a little bit more evil, right? Because they clearly like doused all these guys in water and they got them like, they got the fan blasted on them in the middle of winter, November 15th. Yo, basements are cold as it is, but it's like, it's not that bad. They had the RGB speaker. The conditions were not that bad.
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Any? Because you got to see it from my perspective. What the did I just walk into?
Celebration
You know what I mean? Celebration or what?
of life.
Okay, sweet.
Hey, Jose, you made me laugh. I'll give you marginal credit for that. You made me laugh. It's a celebration. Celebration of what? Celebration of a life. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, this guy's an actual psychopath.
Where you guys going now?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not a special agent by any means. But if I had to describe what a trafficking operation would look like, I swear to God, this is what it would look like. A bunch of like teenage looking boys, shirtless, wet, covered in like red marks because they've been beat on by like their pimp, in a dark, wet, like sex dungeon of sorts. And very emotionless and trauma bonded to their house leaders and house daddy. This is what I would imagine a trafficking operation would look like, chat. This is what I would imagine a trafficking operation would look like. And to imagine that is some weird, sadistic, psychopathic college fraternity hazing is mind-boggling, bro. This is weird.
127, can I get you back down here? What's on your neck?
I don't know. I can't see.
Dude, nah, Jose's like a sick psychopath. They asked the other kid, hey, bro, what's on your neck? Jose pulls up in the cut, emerging out of the darkness. Yo, just staring at this kid's soul, bro. What?
It's like blood, is it? Shining your light. Is it blood?
That's what I'm asking.
Want to taste it?
No.
Okay.
Come on, taste it to the cop. Yo, why hasn't the cop, like, shut Jose down? This is what I mean. Some cops are no nonsense. Some cops exert a little bit too much power. It's an excessive show of force. And then some cops just let themselves get bullied by 21-year-old Jose. What the fuck is going on in society?
I'm going to tell you first and foremost.
Let's finally see who the jackass in charge is. Let's see what this specimen looks like.
What's the deal with what are we doing in the basement?
It's basically a ritual where they're blindfolded
Okay.
and get messed with.
Okay.
I just want to, if we can get that guy out of there, I just want to coordinate some way to make sure that there's no injuries, there's nothing.
Where did
They're downstairs.
which guy? President.
Yeah.
It's a guy.
Okay. I just texted him. I said, shit. I told him you gotta leave.
It's your guys' house.
Okay.
However, if the supervisor of the house, president, says he is not welcome here, then I'm going to escort him off property.
I think
If he refuses that, then he's going to be arrested.
The next day, police pay a visit to Joseph's apartment after he was very uncooperative the day before.
Nah, yo, Jose, yo, your dog done flipped on you. Your Brody's turned on you. Yo, you gotta channel your inner little Dirk now, bro. You call your homie. Why should you call your homie?
He again proved to be uncooperative and difficult to deal with.
So you interjecting yourself into that conversation, what good is that?
They don't need to talk to the cops. I don't even.
Why are you deciding who they need to talk to, though?
I'm just saying, they're my buddies. They're my friends.
Right. The police are doing an investigation.
About what?
They're trying to figure out what's going on in that
What is?
room.
What was going on in the room? What have you heard?
Yo, Jose, if you just shut up, plead the fifth, stop talking. Cause he's like, I'm just telling my buddies what to do. I'm advising them. I'm telling them not to talk to you guys. Don't you say, Jose? You know, there's actually a term for that. There's actually like a legal term for that. Let me see. I think it's obstruction of justice. I think that's what you just described. Obstruction of justice.
Getting arrested. He never said that once.
He did tell you to step away. He
I
told you
stepped
to
there
walk
for a second,
away.
and then he said it again. I walked away.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
So he asked you
I
to
would
walk away.
like to end this conversation right now, please.
Okay.
I would like to have a word here.
Okay.
And if there's anything actually happening, you can call me again. But it's been a pleasure. Thanks, fellas. So I didn't catch your name.
So
Yo, I think they're about to arrest him. If they arrest him right now, oh my God, bro, these cops. Oh, yes. They are doing their public service to the highest degree.
All right, Joseph. All right, so unfortunately for you, at this point, you're being placed under arrest.
That officer deserved those 3 claps. Because you know it was bubbling inside of him. It was bubbling inside of him and be like, not so fast there, buddy. Not so fast there, buddy. You're about to get really bad.
Joseph was arrested for interference with official acts in connection with the hazing incident. Those charges would be dropped a year later. The Alpha Delta Phi fraternity was suspended through 2029 for hazing.
All right, I feel like that's a just punishment. Should have Joseph gone to jail? No, you know why? I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just be fair. I'm gonna be fair, because if Joseph goes to jail, then that automatically has to set a precedent that all the other faces in charge also had to go to jail. The frat leader had to go to jail. All the frat leaders' little underlings who are also in charge also need to go to jail, and they weren't about to do that, so obviously they're going to drop the charges. But this feels like a good middle ground punishment. The fraternity got suspended for 4 years. We won't see you till 2030. Child, all I want to know is what did we just witness, bro? Fraternities are like a weird pyramid scheme, right? The guys who dish out the hazing feel justified because they're like, well, yo, I was in your position. When I was a zero, I got ketchup thrown on me. I got spanked with a paddle. I got slapped. I had to act like somebody's little bitch. I had to put a blindfold on. It's only right. I had to go through this. You know, I had to do this. I had to put up with this. I had to put up with this arduous, you know. And then I made it to the squad. We made it to the we made it to the starting team. And it's crazy because, like, dude, that's like sociopathic. To justify doing abusive shit to other people because it was like, well, I had to endure some abusive shit and like I had to put up with the hazing and they slapped the fuck out of me. So now I have the right to slap out of you. I say all that to say that was a movie moment right there. That was some shit you find in a early 2000s comedy flick. Instead, it was not a subplot. It was real life. Yo, if you watch this video, you made me happy. That's all I have to say. Bye.